It should be live, but I'm not seeing it on YouTube. What is happening? Let me try. Hmm. 1 second. Technical issues. It shows that we're live. There it is. Okay. Now we're in business. All right. Welcome, everybody, to our Power Your Story live stream with our students from After School Matters podcast production. This is our first live stream for this group with an open mic Wednesday conversation. And so I am happy to introduce our host for this evening, Adrian Zapeta, who is joined by our awesome panel, Brianna, Maya, Mariah, Jessica, Aiden, Sierra, and hopefully if the internet will work properly, we'll have Donovan back in a second. But we are so excited to be presenting to you. And Adrian, take it away.
So our open mic Wednesday topic is, will money ever buy you happiness?
Oh, and for the recording, Adrian, say welcome to Power
Oh,
Your Story podcast.
welcome to Power Your Story podcast.
All right. Will money ever buy you happiness?
Happiness. So
Nice.
who wants to talk?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Aiden. I think money can temporarily buy you happiness because you can buy all these theatrics, all this
Mhm.
stuff to make you feel good, like a new car, new chains, new whatever. And you can really go anywhere. Like you can take a
Mhm.
plane,
True. True.
private jet
True.
to Jamaica and have fun there. But then after
True.
like your money gets low or after you kind of run out of it, it feels like oh, there's some kind of emptiness. So I think it
True.
can for a while. But yeah.
Um. Who wants to go next?
I was gonna say pretty much the same thing Aiden said. I think money can buy happiness to a certain extent because, like he said, like you can buy anything you want, but after a while you're gonna get bored of it, and then you're gonna be looking for the next best thing, and then the cycle repeats
Oh.
over and over again. I feel like the things that are priceless, like your relationships with people, like your mental state, all of that type of stuff. I feel like that's true happiness.
Oh. AJ says, true. True. It just wouldn't last.
What do you all think about that?
Can I go?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Go,
Well,
Maya.
to add on to that, like I do agree that like priceless things are like more likely to make people happy than things you can buy with like money. But then again, I still kind of feel like it's subjective. Like I feel like unfortunately there's people in the world who they feel like it fills a hole in their life. They're able to like buy things and like buy experiences. But I mean like personally for people like me, I think like the people in your life, like the experiences you have with like others mean more than like stuff you can buy with money.
Who wants to go next?
I agree with Maya. I think that it's a certain group of people that think that money could fill the void in their lives. So it's like money could solve the problems in their lives, but for another group of people that think that think happiness is just that think happiness is relationships, all of that, then it won't buy their happiness. So I feel like it's all how you perceive the word happiness.
Okay. Who's next?
Uh, I agree with that because I feel like when you have enough money or you have
Mhm.
the money that can fill that void, it's like, oh, well, now you're happy and you don't have any
Mhm.
more problems. But when you run out of that money, it's like, oh, well, now I'm going back to being broke, and that's not fun. So it's kind of like that depression returns, kind of. So yeah.
Can I,
Okay, Aiden.
can I add on to that point real quickly?
Yeah. Go ahead, Maya.
I feel like another thing, like I feel like if there are those people who feel like money like fills the hole in their life, like and they have like the right amount of it, that like they have everything like they want, but they don't like necessarily get it as easily. I feel like eventually if you have like too much money and you can basically have everything you want, like you don't have to work for it, you eventually like get bored and your life feels like it loses meaning. Because I
Oh,
mean you don't have to work for anything more. Like there's like that thrill of like there's not that thrill of like having to work for something and feeling accomplished when you finally get it. And I feel like that's when like, money starts to lose its value even for people who have a lot of it.
AJ says, "What if you never run out of money?" That's
So
a
if
good
it
question.
temporarily buys you happiness, but that happiness might run out when you run out of money, what if you just never run out of money? Do you stay happy?
Um,
I personally don't think you would stay happy because what about all the other situations in your life? I think that money is a part of
Mhm.
happiness, but
Yeah.
people go through everyday struggles. So it's like,
agree.
okay, money is helping me, okay, buy Balenciagas and get my hair did, my new frontal, my nails, but like, what about my mental state? What about things that's going around me and everything? So, yeah.
I want to say that I feel like money, I feel like it can be destructive. Like, how do I say this? It's like, how do I say this? If you're so like focused on getting money, if like you're so like money hungry and you're just very greedy, I feel like you will lose sight of what else is important in life. Like, yes, you need money to make it in this world. You can't make it in this world without like some type of money, right? But at the end of the day, if that's what you focus yourself on, you're going to lose sight of all the other things that could be good for you. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be good because you didn't pay attention to the other things you needed in life besides finances.
Oh, I think that's a really good point because it's like once you have all this money and you're trying to get to the top, right?
Mhm.
It's like, oh, well, now I'm pushing away my family. Now I'm pushing away my friends. I'm pushing away people that are like trying to help me out or that care
Yeah.
about me just to get to $1 million or like $1 billion. So it's like, oh, everything. I mean, nothing else is important besides just the money, and that really is destructive.
Good job, guys. Um,
Is there a certain amount of money that you think makes a difference or doesn't make a difference? Like how much is enough money?
I say enough money is like, well, enough money for me is like, um, not to sound crazy or anything, but $1 billion. Like I'd want $1 billion, but who wouldn't, right? But it's like if someone's just trying to make it to the
mhm.
end of the month with their rent, I'm sure they
Yeah.
would be happy with at least $140 or $400. So it kind of depends on the person or what you're going through.
Agree.
So like the opposite, if you don't have money, like if you're struggling for money, does that create unhappiness?
Yes, it does. I think it creates unhappiness because, like I just said, you need money to make it in this world. So you're going to be doing whatever you can to make ends meet, and that can be very overwhelming.
Um,
Brianna, what are your thoughts so far?
yeah. Vienna, what are your thoughts?
I think money can buy happiness. You just gotta use your money the right way. Like your own mindset determine how you could be in life for real. Like when you put your money to the right things, then you can get stuff done to get more money or like stuff that make you happy and stuff like that.
Does anybody have any suggestions of like things that you could do with your money, like putting it towards the right things, like Brianna says, that could make you feel happier by the things that you do with it rather than just having it?
I have an opinion.
Go for it.
One of the big things that I think you can do to sort of like connect things that are priceless with the things you can get with money is travel with like your family. Like I've always had dreams of like when I'm an adult being able to take my family to all these places we've wanted to go. As of now, I'm like I'm gonna save up for a trip for all of us to go to Tokyo, which I can pay for, and I'm really hoping that I can like get to that one day. But honestly, I think travel and like just spending on time with your family, like finding a way to like connect that money with your family and like friends is like the best way to use it, like without losing sight of what's important.
Adrian, did you have a thought about that?
Yeah, for me, to save money, you should like save it by buying a house for your family and um saving a house and what else? House, a car, um what else?
So you feel like using your money to like take care of your basic needs and have that security?
Basic needs, yeah.
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That's good.
So here's one example of how I think money can buy happiness. But the thing is that here's a catch. The catch is that you're not using it to buy your own happiness. You're using it in a way to benefit other people. Because me personally, I want to make the world a better place. I want to make other people happy. So of course, there's people on this earth who's going to need money. There are people out there who are struggling. There are people out there who suffer from poverty. There are people who are suffering from bankruptcy. Whatever it is, there are people whose day will be made by just simply somebody just donating them like what $100, $200 so they can take care of themselves, their family, their bills, whatever it may be. So my point is that it can buy happiness by making other people happy. You donating, you like showing that you care about other people instead of letting all of those all of those funds mount up that you're probably not going to use. Because say you have billions and billions or trillions of dollars, you're probably not going to use that in your lifetime. Even your grandchildren are probably going to have more than enough money than they need. So I feel like it would be more useful to donate that money to people who actually need the money.
That was a nice, powerful speech, Jessica.
I feel like I agree with her. That's why when I say like you have to have the mindset for it. Who you are determine what you do with your money. You can either be bad with your money or you could be good with it. You just gotta choose your path.
Mariah, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Jess. Well, I agree with everybody who has gave suggestions on what to do with your money. I feel like you will be happy. I think money will buy you happiness. One, if you do something for other people, and two, if you invest in yourself with your money. Like let's say, like Maya said, go out with family, like do something with family, or even if you want to start something that will help you and your mental health, like help you and make you happy, then yeah, invest in yourself.
What about, is there a situation that you can imagine where having a lot of money might have the opposite effect? Like having a lot of money might actually make you feel more miserable, less happy, more unhappy.
That's actually what I talked about like a little bit earlier. Like I said, if you have like that much money, you don't have to work for anything anymore. Like basically you can get anything you want at like the snap of your fingers. And the problem with that is there isn't that thrill of like earning something anymore. Like you've practically been able to do everything in your life, and once you've done everything, well then there's nothing else left to do. So you're miserable. You feel like, you feel a bit empty inside. Like there isn't really anything to like, keep like feel excited for. Oops, that was my.
Go
I
ahead,
would
Sierra.
say really like other people looking for hands out from you, like thinking that you have to do everything for them since you're the one that has all the money. I don't know. I think that's just something that I just don't like when I see other people with money. Like they always want it from them. Like oh, give me money. Like they want a handout, but I don't really like that. I think that can make you more miserable because now like they're making you have a mindset of like you have to do for them, if that makes sense. Like, so yeah.
I think that too, cause like people, they be just like they think you owe them something. Like you don't owe them anything. So like I feel like if I was to become rich today, I'll put everybody on, but they gotta decide what they do, what I get them, and they can't keep begging and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good point. Like, it's the difference between giving handouts or helping somebody out, right? Because if you constantly begging for it and it's like, oh, you're not doing anything to earn this, there's no goal that you're trying to reach, then why would I give it to you? You know? But if it's like, oh, you're working towards something or you want to have something, then, I'll help you out, of course, because I'm your friend or we're family. But it has to be like, oh, you're working towards something. It can't just be, oh, I'm giving it because I'm a nice person. Well, it can be, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I think money can lead to misery. It's just really subjective on the person because money has no instructions. And with that being said, there are a lot of people in this world who don't know how to spend money. There are lots of people in this world who have gotten millions of dollars but still end up broke because they don't know how to spend their money. They're either using it to gamble and losing it. They're investing it in things they have no business investing it in. They're buying things that, burn out, like they get bored of easily or that just don't last. And all in all, some people find themselves like back to square one because they used all of their money for no reason.
Does anybody have any questions for the other panelists? Anybody else have a question they want to ask the other group members? Thinking. Everyone's thinking. Do you have any advice for somebody who would suddenly come into some extra money? Maybe they inherited some money from a relative. Maybe they just got a new job or promotion at their job. Maybe they won some money gambling or in the lottery or something like that. Maybe they found it laying in the street. Who knows? But if somebody suddenly had a bunch of money, what advice would you give them?
I would. Oh,
Go ahead, Adrian.
I would tell them like trust trust someone that is good, respect, and also be trustworthy, trustworthy, and become a good friend to that person who has like you and the friend can share the money.
Okay.
I would tell them be smart with the money and that it isn't. Don't lose sight of what's important in life. Just remember that money is most of the time temporary.
Invest in something practical. Like invest your money. Like if you want to like do like if we're talking like income economics, like the stock market stuff, in the stock market and stuff like that, invest your money into something and get it back. But make sure it's like a lot more money because you can do that by investing.
I think that too. Like investors is something you want to do, though. Like something that make you happy because you might not get that chance in the end, right? So like if you got the money now, then do it now. So you can make your own money, starting your own business or whatever you want to do.
All right, closing thoughts. Will money ever buy you happiness? Anything that hasn't been said yet that should be said?
If one day if I have the money, I would like buy buy a house and save the money until I need the money until when it's time to pay the house bills.
I say do what you're supposed to do with the money. You should keep your circle tight, have people that you trust. Of course, pay your taxes. And you should do a bunch of stuff that would benefit you and then benefit the people around you that's helping you. So just be smart with it. Don't throw it all away.
I will also say, don't have everybody in your ear. Like, if they telling you to do something with the money, make sure you think first. You have a mind, so use your mind. Make sure you actually think like, should I buy that Lamborghini or am I finna lose all my money? Like actually think of like practical.
I was gonna say something similar. Money can buy happiness if you're practical about it. Like use your money for practical uses. And if you ever get rich or you ever get a really large amount of money, don't tell people because that's how you get robbed.
Yeah, don't ever tell nobody what you got for real, unless it's your intermediate family, because people they be backdoor and some more stuff. So don't ever never say the real amount that's in your bank account. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Last call. Anyone else have something to say before we have Jessica close it out for us?
I have something to say.
Go for it.
If you represent like don't let people. Sometimes in real life we trust the people who are good, but sometimes there are people that bad, like steal your money and they want to ruin your life.
That includes family members too. Don't think that your family member won't steal and take from you and beg and like they will also do that too. So just stay safe all around with your money.
All right, Jessica, do you remember how to close it out?
Yep. Okay. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for listening to Power Your Story podcast, Open Mic Wednesday. Once again, my name is Jessica, and have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.